Broadcast live.
So what's 2017 like? We saw Osmic did that challenge for, it was like 6 tracks EP. You're like, sharp. I was like, but you can't throw a challenge to this guy. He's like doing music every day.
I mean, like that EP challenge. That I think it's one of the best things that actually came out for me this year.
It's January, you know that, right? The year just started.
Oh snap! Last year around this time it was June, man. Come on.
Yeah.
So what Osmic or some people don't know is that I work constantly around the clock. I have a very odd sleeping pattern. Sometimes I sleep for 2 hours, sometimes 3, sometimes I don't sleep. And I've been listening to a whole lot of new acts that are out there that just want to be known or have a platform at least. At least I've put them in my back pocket and be like, okay, one day something might happen.
Would you tell us who those people are? Okay, fine.
But yeah, that by itself actually prompt me to be like, okay, Osmic wants 1, 2, and 3 to happen. Okay, cool. All I have to do is just pick up a call, tell these people what I want to do, and then work on drafts of what will need to actually happen. And then the next day, I sent out a whole lot of drafts to all these people and be like,
how do you manage, I don't know if people actually are interested in something like this, but how do you manage all these different people in studio? I feel like it's hard to get some people into studio to say, you coming on Friday, you coming on Thursday, trying to get something done. How do you manage, call someone to do this? Especially if it's people that you just met, like you said, some new kids that you bumped into.
I think some of them is because of the respect that they have for me. That respect actually made it easier for me to actually manage it. Because when they come to me, they won't come with that mindset of I'm a star, or I'm doing you a favor, as you say. They will come with that mentality of I want to work, I want to put in more, and so forth. And my reputation actually says that for me. I work with people that are willing to actually work. Their thinking is out of the box all the time. If somebody has some constraints, I will be like, no, change 1, 2, and 3. Let's rework all this. And it becomes easier for them to actually understand my workflow. I mean, even established artists, when they come to me, they understand what I'm actually talking about. They're not even afraid to let me do what I want to do. Because that's how it's supposed to actually be done. I can tell them and be like, don't rap like this. I'm tired of this kind of rapping from you. I need you to actually do 1, 2, and 3. And since it's a challenge for them, it's becoming now something that they appreciate about me. That's what a producer does.
Yeah.
That's easier for me to actually manage.
How do you feel about social media? I mean, you're very active on these street socials and whatever. A lot of artists, most of their life, most of their careers, social media is the thing now. I mean, it rules everything. For someone who's been through the game in different stages from 98, did we even have social media?
No, there wasn't.
So
there was pen pals. It's a bona magazine.
Imagine writing to sister. So now, social media, the tweets, this is what we're pushing, this is how we're pushing our music, this is how we're pushing our personalities.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? How much of your life do you put on social media? How do you use it with in terms of your music? What do you have a social media mentality? I think people have social media mentalities these days.
Mine is split. Definitely split. For one, my own personal life, I don't put it on social media.
No dinner with the bae.
No, I don't put out that.
Yeah,
Sorry to
yeah.
say, but I don't actually put
Yeah.
out that. Instead, I put out like, you know, my artistry. I have like a Facebook personal page, but I deal with just what's happening in the studio, what's happening, like, you know, like in the streets and stuff like that. And then I have a Facebook page that deals with my gigs and who I'm supposed to be working with. That's basically it.
Yeah.
When it comes to Twitter, I'm no longer like that much
Twitter is the
active.
future. You must be on Twitter.
But the thing is, so much of Twitter like can leave you with doubts. You will start doubting yourself because like people are just saying stuff just to brush you off, or sometimes people would say the most obscene things, and
No, we are reckless, eh? On Twitter.
people
It's part of the package, you know. But I also feel like you catering for Facebook, you cater for Twitter.
well, as much as like, you know, people would say Twitter is the in thing. Nah, it's cool. I can tweet now and then, but the thing is, whatever that is on Twitter sometimes is just not for me. Like it's just a false mirage. So I'm like, you know what? I'd rather go to Facebook where a person can now, like, you know, have more than 140
High
characters
engagement. Yeah.
to engage with you and be like, Joe, but this you messed up, but you needed to actually do one, two, and then I can engage with that person, and it's been happening. Hence, people like Osmi can actually, like, you know, say, hey guy, I want to challenge you.
Yeah.
You know, and I'll be like, you know what, drop it on my birthday.
Are you
10th March.
Are you a Lexus ambassador? Like what was?
No, I'm no, I'm not the Lexus ambassador.
I mean, I think a lot of people want to know because you stays on the Lexus steez.
Well, for what it's worth, I'm not a Lexus ambassador.
Okay, that's out there.
Yes. And I'm not endorsed by Lexus.
Okay.
That's another
That's
thing
out there also
that is
important.
yeah, that is out there.
Okay.
I love Lexus to an extent that, like, you know, they're pretty much good to me in some ways. I want to actually, like, you know,
Let's not.
You know.
I just needed to check.
Yes.
How do you? I mean, there's a lot of us that we live in a brand world right now. You know, brands
True,
are
true, true.
lifestyles now. They're no longer just price tags and stuff.
True.
How do you? You know, as an artist who's trying to get themselves out there, as an artist who's trying to be more than just a link that they're tweeting to people or a hashtag that they're trying to get people to trend, how do you grow these relationships with professional or corporate? You know, how do you form these kind of important relationships? I mean, it's one thing having relationships with people, your colleagues and people in the industry,
Yeah.
but crossing over to having like corporate relationships where you can walk into ABC and
Yeah.
then shake the brand manager's hand of ABC,
Yeah.
even though you're not an ambassador or whatever, but you guys can have a conversation. How do you cross over, you know, in that sense?
I think the best crossover is actually showing them what you're capable of.
Selling yourself.
Selling yourself. Like, you don't even have to even saturate the whole situation, you know. You just sell yourself, like, with a very good profile and very good, like, you know, background with that goes with that profile, and everything else will actually, you know, come out that, okay, this guy is this kind of a person, blah blah blah, and all that good stuff, you know. So that's how, like, I do it. And I've had, like, you know, the best of opportunities where a brand like Tom's Music,
yeah, they did your conference.
yeah,
Your
it's
workshop.
yeah, it's practically like one of their branches, like the Sunny Hill branch, that went out of their way and be like, okay, you know what, since you our client and we've seen a whole lot of work that you're putting in, let's sponsor you with 1, 2 and 3, you know. So it's been like one of those good things that came out of my profile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the March 10th EP is coming out on March 10th.
Yes, my birthday.
Your birthday.
Yes.
You just did Luansta's,
EP
you're
also.
right. You did it like 6 times. You were on the first one, and then you did a remix, and you did the instrumentals.
Yeah.
That's really dope, by the way, for you to like co-sign like an upcoming artist and just to put so much investment.
I love Byronster stuff.
Yeah.
So when I actually hit him up on Twitter, funny enough, he was he was thinking that like maybe like it's a joke or something, and then email wise we exchanged. Next thing, I have a song produced on his EP.
Yeah.
I listened to his EP. I think after like 2 weeks I called him. I was like, dude, I love this EP. Can I just do something?
Yeah.
And he thought maybe like I was joking.
Yeah.
And after that he sent me like stuff. 16 days later, no, it wasn't. He released his EP in August. Moved till December, early December, no?
Yes, it's November.
November.
Yeah.
November, I contacted him. I was like, I listened to it. I love what I heard. Send me the acapellas. And then I think 2 songs we redid the choruses. So it was back and forth emails. Yeah. And in 16 days, I actually like completed the production, the mixing and the mastering, and even like the pushing of it. He did like he redid the sleeving and redid one of the videos of the single.
Yeah, the lyric.
Funny
lyric
how
video. Yeah.
And the concept was easy. Whatever that was actually happening there, the title is "You're Absolutely Right." And when I listened to it, I was like, "Fuck, he's fucking absolutely right."
Yeah,
so I just added "fucking" to all the songs. So
that's how they came up. That's dope.
Yeah.
Man. That's dope. That's really dope. So what's the plan? You've got the 10th EP. You're probably going to release another album, and 6 albums before the year ends, because that's just how you are. What's the plan for this year? Do you have like a 2017 plan?
I have an album that I'm going to release.
Okay.
I just haven't set the date yet. For the other part, I have Beatmochini Unplugs. What Beatmochini Unplugs is basically my production with live instrumentation and obviously the performer. So if, say for instance, you want to hear Mahamba Yetha being performed live, with the band, then you would hear.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm working also like on I can't call it house. It's a pop house type of EP.
Yeah, your sound. You say Pretoria has an old school sound. Your sound, like you just like do everything. Do you have a sound like that you describe yourself by?
I'm old school. If you listen closely to my drumming, it's practically like old school. It's take like all drums. Most of them are taken from like LPs, all music and stuff like that. Some of them like I actually created like myself. So because like I'm a sound designer also. So like I design like snares, kicks, hi-hats, blah blah blah.
That's dope.
So yeah, that's practically like that part of it.
Okay, so we look forward to the album, the EP.
2 EPs.
2 EPs.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we ever gonna get like a music video? You're putting out so much music, or are we not there yet?
Let me just give you like something. As much as people say like you gotta be like in people's faces doing videos and stuff like that, I've shot like I think 3-4 videos from my album that is not out. But I'm like
Levels.
Nah, I'll wait. I want people to know me, not the visuals.
Yeah, okay.
They have to know me. They have to sing along to my songs. I mean, if you can sing along to Mahamba Yetha, that's Kuli's song. If you can sing along to Mani, that's Kuli's song. Or Friends, that's my song in vase. I want you to sing along to my songs.
So meaning you're gonna rap them?
Might.
Look,
Might.
you got.
But the thing is, I've been on songs vocally. Just people didn't know.
Yeah.
Just people didn't know. Money. I'm there like vocally, but people didn't know that like the joop joop. I did that. Like the effects and whatnot. I did that.
Nice.
They just didn't know. And when we were recording it, Kuli was like looking at me and laughing. I was like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Yeah.
Until it actually came out as a full product, and he understood, because that's the catch of the song, you know.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey man, I think that's pretty much it. There's just so much to talk about.
Plenty.
But I think the essence is in the sound, the description, your passion for Pretoria, the work ethic. I mean, that really comes out, and it's admirable. I do get worried about you putting out music every day because attention spans are like this small. But I mean, it looks like you have a plan. So
Exactly. Why would you put out a song for 9 months?
Well, not 9 months, but you need to allow people to like simmer. We need to simmer with that.
How many
song.
times are they going to simmer with that attention span?
But also, we loop these songs. We play it. It comes back on the playlist.
It's
Just
as if,
give us a chance.
It's as if like there's no longer a repeat button for people. Come on, let's not lie to ourselves. I mean,
You can speak for yourself. I loop songs.
Okay, you loop songs. I don't.
Okay,
I
I
don't.
get you. I get where that angle is coming from.
Yeah.
It is what it is, man.
Yeah.
So, Slicker on Life, that's it. It's Beatmochini at Beatmochini. We're going to put the stuff out there for you.
Everywhere at Beatmochini.
Speak to your people.
All right, you can actually follow me on Insta, on Twitter that people didn't know I am on Snapchat, on Facebook at Beatmochini. Beatmochini, BEATMOCHINI.
Yeah. Give courage to the kids, the upcoming producers. Beatmochini, how do I do this? Feature me on your what?
Hit me up. I mean, like, I'm everywhere, like at Beatmochini. Hit me up. I listen to a whole lot of stuff, and yeah, I can actually give you insight of what you need to do. I'm no expert in certain stuff, but I'm an expert in what I have to do.
Nice. Well, there you have it, man. Live and direct. It's like our life.
Broadcast live